I remember when I was just a big kid, just kicking around just in the yard here with a bottle, like, because we didn't have footy, so whenever we got the chance to have a kick, we'd just kick around with bottles around the camp. But looking back at it and now realising that I've made the big league and I'm actually an AFL player now, and I have to do the right things and be a good role model to the kids. I've taken a challenge on, I guess, and can't wait for it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Like, I suppose it's something that he sort of always wanted to do as well. And we just sort of help him along the way. And, just been there for him, and yeah, it sort of all turned out for him.
Rowan, matured, becoming a leader to our younger children. Important for ceremony times. Respected. The kids look up to him now. Very proud of him.
Jake Neade, he's got such a special story. Obviously, coming from such a small community in the middle of Australia, it's such a big thing for someone of his situation. He was born and raised here in Elliott, Alice Springs and Darwin, and it's just smack bang in the middle, so it's just middle of nowhere. He lived here for about until year 9. Then he started boarding in Alice Springs at one of the Clontarf colleges there. I think he was there for about 2 years, where one of his teachers or his football coach saw the potential in him, saw that he could play and that he was a really good person and a potential leader. So he recommended him go to Ballarat in Melbourne to further enhance his leadership skills and his learning and his footy. And he went there from year 11 till 12.
We didn't have a high school here, or so you had to sort of send your kid away to either Darwin or Alice or wherever, because they didn't have a grade 8 or, yeah. So it was more or less high school.
Jake first came to Urara College in Alice Springs in 2007. I'm with the Clontarf Foundation. It's an academy where we use football as a vehicle to help further engage Indigenous teenage boys and men into education. Jake came to our college in that year, and he was very quickly identified as someone with a keen interest in footy, and yeah, obviously from a very early age he displayed a great capacity.
Quick, big jump. Good jump. Handball back. When I first started off, I just wanted to play with some friends, mates, and families, just having them, just kick and catch with them every weekend, I guess. But then it started getting serious when I made NT, and then my first All-Australian, and I thought, I'm doing this for fun. If I can actually knuckle down and do something and actually concentrate on this and get more determination on this, I could probably go that bit further, and maybe I can get drafted at it too if I can. So so I've just tried that, and then as I was growing up, I just realised that footy's not all about. It's not all about footy. It's got more. You got to make sure you finish your school first. So I had to make that transition pretty quick and make sure I was on top of my schoolwork and stuff, which I was pretty happy with, and finished my school.
Chris and Bev, they were very supportive early on. They saw our program operating at a football carnival in Tennant Creek in 2007, and Chris identified then, and he said, this is something I can identify with, this is something I want Jake to be involved in, and that's why he took the step to transfer his kids from Elliott to Urara to be involved not only in the school program but in our Clontarf program, because he knew that it was good for their footy, but our program's also about building up these young men. We're a feeder school at Centralian Senior College, so he achieved the academic outcomes to be able to progress to the senior school, and I think he attended the senior school for about a year before progressing on to Ballarat. The family's been supportive all the way through, with him moving away. They're obviously rapt to see where he is now.
When I first got drafted, I was just felt like I was just like on the moon, I guess. You can't walk or just in space. I think that's the feeling that every AFL player, but felt before they got drafted. But it's one of the best thing that ever happened to me, and then taking a big step into transferring from playing TAC Cup into AFL was another huge step. Like I had to change a few things just to get myself right for the AFL pre-season NAB Cup games.
Coming from Elliott, living here till year 9, you wouldn't, expect an AFL player to do it, but he's done it, which is really good, and he can be a role model for, communities everywhere. So his story is, really, really special. He was quiet when he first came, but he's almost taken on the jokester role at the club. Everyone just thinks he's hilarious. He's real funny, real cheeky, and everyone loves him, and the crowd loves him as well. He's going to be, he's going to draw people to the game for a while to come with his exciting footy. So, yeah, he's settled in really well, and he's loving it.
You're moving down from, you come from a lower version of training and stuff, and then moving to like an AFL elite training, just that another big step. Yeah, no, it just takes a lot out of you. Mainly routine was just sleep, eat, and train. That was the main routine, and yeah, no, I've pretty much done that over the pre-season, but now I'm feeling fine now. Now the training loads has decreased. It's more of a job now, I guess, playing AFL. You gotta make sure you're doing the right things by the coaches or in what role you play, I guess, and you got to play at 100% every game and each quarter, I guess, which I've tried to do every game. And I guess it's more just a job now than what it was before.
Respect his elders, and always work hard. Nothing's easy in life, I suppose. If you really want to get somewhere and do something, it's really up to you. But he's probably one of the well-respected young fellas in town at the moment.
So the banana is kicked like this, so kicking it on the inside of your foot, but the check side's kicking it from the outside of your foot. So go like.
You want to spin the curve it the other way?
Yep, so it's just the opposite way of a banana. Bigger brother to everyone, I guess, to like all the younger kids, and showing them how, teaching them how to respect the elders and how listen to the elders and make sure that they're doing the right things, and whether it be in class or at training or something, so it's just making sure that they don't do anything stupid like stealing or anything like that.
He's such a role model to the students here. They all know him, they're all related to him in some way, so it's just fantastic.
Every time I come home though, I'll still get reminded of where I come from and what skin group I've come from and what tribe I've actually come from too as well, and that sort of with my family and that still around and still pretty remote sort of helps me as well.